a simple man. I require very few things in life. When I watched WWE Films Vendetta, I wanted one thing. To see the Big Show rape Dean Cain. And guess what? Didn't fucking happen! I thought that See No Evil 2, directed by the Soska sisters, was a fluke. I really enjoyed Dead Hooker in a Trunk, and I mean that. And then I really enjoyed American Mary. But then Jesus fucking Christ, what a piece of shit. See No Evil 2. Damn, what a squandered opportunity. It had everything going for it. But wouldn't you know it, the Soska sisters, Jen and Sylvia, the Canadian Wonder Twins, the Twisted Twins, would sign a 2-picture deal with WWE Films. I was kind of excited. They're doing an action picture. I figured, hey, maybe this will be different. This could work. It's got some stuff going for it. Then they cast Dean Cain. That's pretty much like telling someone they have fucking Ebola. Terminal AIDS. I mean, shit. Casper Van Dien would have been a better pick. That's kind of like finding out you have herpes. You could still have sex, but you have herpes. Wow, why am I equating WWE Films with terminal diseases and illnesses? Especially sexually transmitted ones. Well, the reason? WWE Films Vendetta is kind of like syphilis? It burns when you pee, and guess what? You're gonna tell your girlfriend that you've had an affair with your wife. Wait, is that the other way around? It doesn't matter. So, does this movie have a plot? Yeah, it kind of does. In the very bare bones sense of it. You have Dean Cain playing a guy named Mason Danvers. Really? Really? Mason Danvers? Wow. Dean Cain, I must say, looks especially bloated in this film. Wow. Day drinking, eh? Just going right from your trailer or on the set having a 40 or drinking Jameson out of the bottle and just right onto the set. Action! Guess what? Yeah, I just had a bunch of fucking liquor. Oh boy. This movie was a letdown, to say the least. I was really excited for many reasons. The Big Show can act. That's the good news. He plays a villain in this. And a lot of times we expect the Big Show to, be the happy, jolly giant. WWE has no fucking idea of how to book this guy, because it seems that in the span of an episode of Raw, he goes from being a good guy to a bad guy, like all within 5 minutes. So they've never really had an idea of how to book a giant. I mean, this isn't rocket science. Look at Andre. They milked him for everything he was worth. He could barely walk. He was so sick, and they still got him and pranced him out for a WrestleMania. In fact, it made one of the biggest WrestleMania moments of all time. So, he's playing Victor Abbott in this film, who's a career criminal. Just imagine the world's shittiest version of Daredevil's The Kingpin, Walter Fisk. It's Walter Fisk, right, Johnny?
Winston, right?
It's not Winston.
Carlton.
It's Winston Fisk.
Carlton?
It's Carlton Banks from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, starring The Big Show. If they made The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, like if they rebooted it with The Big Show, that would be amazing. I would watch that. I digress. The Big Show is pitch perfect. Okay, this is a very simple film. It's a simple setup. It's not rocket science. So Dean Cain is like, a cop from Chicago. And he's got a younger partner. And there's this big crime lord whose brother is the Big Show. He's also a crime lord of some sort. I don't know what they do. I don't know whether their racket is broads, rum running, kitty porn. I'm not quite sure what their racket is. So in the beginning of this film, they have this ridiculous standoff that was shot at your local Pizza Hut warehouse. It was so fucking bad. And the Big Show is just, he tries. Like, the Big Show is the only guy in this movie trying. And it's so sad. Because Dean Cain, like, he's not even phoning it in. It's like he gave this shit to his secretary, who he hasn't paid in a month, and she's got her car payment due, and that shit's about to get repossessed. And then she made a text from someone else's phone, and then the movie was like, who is this? That's how phoned in Dean Cain's performance is. I figured, hey, See No Evil 2 was a fluke, right? Like, they just didn't have enough time. No. The Soska sisters are fucking inept directors. Yeah, I said it. If you have beef with me, both of you could come here and sit on my lap and... Oh, that's not gonna work. Or will it? Look, it's just that they're hot twins, alright? We don't have many hot twins. Don't you think it would be amazing if Martin Scorsese was hot twins? That'd be fucking weird. From the director of Goodfellas, who's a set of hot twins from New York. That doesn't make any sense, but look, it's just that when you're hot Canadian twins, we expect a little more, and I want to love these girls so much. And I know that they're fans of WWE. I know that they have this amazing voice as far as female directors, and as horror, Dead Hooker in a Trunk is really good. American Mary is really good. So it was like 2 solid wins, and now it's 2 solid losses. I will not count their work in the ABCs of Death 2 because it was just a short and an anthology. So right now they're 2 for 2. So it's kind of like if they fuck up one more time, it could destroy their career. And I'm not wishing that on anybody. But if it does fuck up their career and they need money, Blu-ray on a budget is willing to do a sex tape with you. Either separately or both, or separately again. And then we'll reshoot the second part. I digress. Keeping count? Keeping score at home, kids? Ooh. So anyway, the best part of this movie, and I'm going to be honest with you, this is horrible that I'm going to say this, the best part of this movie, the best part of this movie is when the Big Show murders Dean Cain's wife. Holy fuck. Okay, so Dean Cain, he basically shoots the Big Show in the leg, which is like this amazing sequence, of course, in the Pizza Hut warehouse in Chicago. The Pizza Hut warehouse in Chicago. Get your pizza on sale at the Pizza Hut warehouse in Chicago. This scene is ridiculous. The Big Show is a gigantic target. If you miss this guy, your badge should be taken away. Like, if you can't get a shot off on this giant, you should just whatever. So they take down, I believe, his brother, and Dean Cain like shoots him in the leg, and they arrest him. And like, they don't even like cuff the Big Show. Maybe they don't have handcuffs big enough. But he's on the gurney in this movie. Like they don't. This guy is like a hardened criminal mastermind, and they don't have him restrained in any way. He's just sitting on the gurney as like Dean Cain just looks like shit in this entire movie. So if you have a crush on the Superman from the Adventures of Lois and Clark, and you just want to see Dean Cain look like shit for an entire film, holy crap. Vendetta was made for you. But you probably don't because you're a sane person and have better things to do with your life. I'm never getting my time or money back from any of this. I'm just letting you know that. I won this on eBay for $4.75. I think with shipping it was like 5 something. Okay, I just got the Blu-ray. I didn't get a digital copy. You know what? You keep that digital copy. Keep it far away from me, my friends, and my family, because I'm pretty sure that thing's fucking tainted and might give me herpes. I digress. So, the Big Show decides that he didn't like being shot in the leg. So I guess they didn't have enough to convict him. So what does he do? The first thing that he gets out. And of course there's always like that setup, like after he first arrests the Big Show, like Dean Cain comes home and it's like his wife is like, she's like, I want to get pregnant really bad. And there's always like that joke about wanting to get pregnant. It's like practicing is the most fun. And it's such an obvious joke. So I'm pretty sure that 5-year-olds wrote this movie. It's just so fucking bad. Actually, I think the average 5-year-old might be able to write a better film. Oh my god. So, I feel like explaining this movie is kind of like trying to explain to people why the sky is blue, and there might be scientific properties behind that. This movie is just it's so bad. It's so bad for so many reasons. I can't even think straight. It's destroyed my mind. Now, granted, I only spent about $5 on Vendetta, which is about all it's worth. I still kind of feel ripped off, and I feel dirty in some way, especially because it didn't come with an ultraviolet copy. But this is the second film that I've spent my hard-earned money on, after See No Evil 2. So this is what I propose, ladies, Soska sisters, Jen and Sylvia. Please, feel free to holler at me or my homie Johnny and explain yourselves. No, really. This is kind of like Mortal Kombat. This is the part where you defend yourself. You really need to explain to me what happened. I understand that you probably want to get more work and direct episodes of Walker, Texas Ranger in long form, which is really what this film was, but I feel you guys are at a serious impetus and impasse in your career. You need to defend yourselves. Please, Jen and Sylvia Soska, you are invited to either live chat with us, shoot an episode, come to my garden apartment, much like Clubber Lang invited Talia Shire in Rocky III. Explain yourself. What went wrong? Because obviously I'm not crazy. Nobody liked See No Evil 2, and nobody liked Vendetta. Actually, I didn't like Vendetta. I don't know anyone that's seen it besides me. Really. I don't even think the Big Show's mom saw this movie. Because, like, how would the Big Show show this to his mom? Would he be like, hey, Mom, you want to see me beat this woman to death? And then after that, oh, I forgot to get back to it. Jen and Sylvia, why was there no man rape in this film? This whole movie, I'm waiting, because I thought it would have been funny. I'm waiting the whole time for the Big Show to rape a man in prison. Also, there's no Big Show shower scene. Look, maybe I'm sick, maybe I'm twisted, but this is your opportunity, Twisted Twins from Canada. You made 2 great movies, then you made 2 shitty ones. What's the deal? So, in conclusion, do the Soska twins have the cojones or the Canucks to come to Blu-ray on a budget and explain this crime against man? Because honestly, that's what it is. People who are WWE fans, they don't expect much. They really don't. We're simple people. We just want some action. And you failed to deliver that. So, my open challenge stands, Soska sisters. Show me, Twisted Twins. Explain yourself. What the fuck happened with See No Evil 2 and Vendetta? Only time will tell.
Blu-ray on a budget.